Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to a brand new episode of Surviving Mars. So now we've just scanned this area. We found that there is a low grade metal deposit over here which we can put a metal extractor on and get some colonists to work it once they arrive. So that kind of means that I would like my dome in this region, which would mean that we can now place our drone hub in an area that'll work for us. To do so. So I'm kind of thinking we need to include um, that concrete over there, that water over there, and those metals over there is all pretty good pieces of the drone hub action. Um, so I'm thinking something like this over here for the drone hub. Perfect. Let's get that built. I think we're going to need to put some power in that general direction. Oh, actually, I don't think it needs power now. With what we've researched over here, what have we researched? Drone swarm. Oh no, that's just extra. Okay, well, let's build it and see if we need power. We'll add, I'm sure we're going to need power. Do we need power?
Sector scanned.
Yes, we need power. Okay, so let's get a bit of a power cable just to link that up over there. Thank you. So get that built so our first drone hub is up in actions. We need to move all of these drones to this one. Okay, let's get it connected to power first and then we'll see. So we've scanned another sector and we didn't get anything from it. It was this one over here. Now we're scanning on that side. So let's make sure to scan a little bit further afield and go from there.
Research complete.
Earth-Mars Initiative, which does what exactly? Oh, more research. That is very good for us, right? Now we're researching a little bit quicker, which is very good. The Explorer AI is doing its thing. What is this one? Systematic training. Scientists and botanists have +10 performance when working in their speciality. Okay, that's fine. I'm also thinking we need to get the farm tech researched. So what I'll do is let's drop these and get farming there, and then what we'll do is we'll pick up these two afterwards. Okay. This thing is being refueled. Yes, it is. We're mining some metals over here. Surface metals everywhere. The drone hub is up and running, but what I wanted to do is it's got 6 drones of its own. I also want these drones to be assigned over there. So how do I actually reassign drones? Pin them to the quick taskbar, not necessarily. So where's my drones? How do I select my drones? Since the total number of drones, hubs, rovers, etc. So all these, I think if I could, can I? Drones commanded by the rocket ship. How do I do this? Recalls a drone and dismantle it into a drone prefab. You need a drone prefab in order to do new drones. Request maintenance, priority, destroy. How do I move my drones? No idea how I move drones around. I just don't know. Generally, I just don't know. Radio, milestones, colony overview. Do I need to select them one by one? Maybe.
Sector scanned.
Okay, drones are automated workers that gather resources, construct structures, and perform maintenance. They are controlled by a drone hub, rocket, or RC rover and will automatically perform tasks in the service area of their control. That is fine, but what I want to do is connect them from the one to the other. Okay, so is that what we need to do? Do I need to one by one select these guys? got like one drone left on it. So let me grab that drone and over there. So now you've got 0 drones of your own. They're all 13 of them are linked to this one. So that's underway. So we're making fuel. We're refueling this guy fairly quickly. We need to start at look at oxygen production. We've got fair bit of stored power, to be honest. So oxygen production is kind of our next big thing. So let's have a look at that. Oxygen is produced by a Moxie. Okay, hang on. Before we do, let's look at where we're going to actually place our dome. I'm thinking this spot right over here is probably a good spot for it. So let's look at that. Get our first basic dome up and running. Something like this, for instance. Okay, we'll do that. This is going to be our very first dome. Alternatively, we can move it a little bit to the north. We can still work all of these. Well, we don't need to work the water from there. Yeah, something like this. Dome placement right here. Perfect. Let's place the dome. We will need to run some cables over here. So let's get our power cable. We'll run our power cable over there. At the same time, we're going to need to run our water. So give me my water pipes.
Sector scanned.
Nothing found? Wow, that's just like crazy. Okay, water is running there. Okay, so those pipes are up and running. The next thing I want to do is get some oxygen production, and I'll do it right over here. So from a life support point of view, we need to set up a Moxie. What does the Moxie do? Let's just quickly have a look again. The Moxie does what? Produces oxygen. No production during dust storms. Okay, fine. But it doesn't seem to require water or anything. So let's plop the Moxie in here. And I also need a bit of a tank storage, oxygen tank. What does that cost us to do? Oh, so no real issues right there. Yeah, so let's place that in there, so at least we get a little bit of stuff going up. Okay, there we go. Drones are busy. How are you doing? Halfway loaded. I like it. We can actually bring down our next one. A cargo rocket can deliver additional supplies for the colony. For example, advanced resources such as polymers, machine parts, and electronics. Open the resupply UI to order a cargo rocket from Earth. Perfect. I will do that. Now, what is our colony overview like? So we are out of polymers. So we need to bring more polymers. I think we need a polymer, we need electronics and machine parts. So yeah, it's about time to bring in some more stuff. Okay, luckily we have an extra rocket we can bring. So let's grab a cargo rocket. Let's go for prefab buildings. Machine parts and polymers. If I do a machine parts factory, but that's only when we start getting people though. Okay, so let's get a machine parts factory to come in. I am kind of thinking an RC transport is okay, something we need. And then let's bring in some more polymers and machine parts and electronics. Okay, so something like that. And what we could do is we can add an extra prefab building in here. An electronics factory or a polymer factory, water and fuel. I think that's almost what we need to do. So now we're full up polymer factory and a machine parts factory, and both of these actually need people to work. So we'll do that. We'll bring this in. RC transport and the prefab buildings. Let's launch it. Make your way. You should be connected straight away to something. What are you saying? Must be connected to an oxygen consumer. Okay, so this thing will be... Why aren't we finding anything over here? Really, guys, really? What are we waiting for? We're out of polymers, so the next ship that arrives will need to bring that. This is almost ready to go back. Okay, we need to, once we're done there, we probably need to start scanning these ones. Ooh, there we go. Some meteorites dropping over there. Probably can build an extra an extra sensor tower at some point. We need polymers, but the concrete is rolling in. How far are you, my friend? Slowly getting filled up. So it takes about 5 sols, I would imagine, to get this guy loaded up in terms of production here, to get this guy loaded up properly. How's our concrete? Yeah, we've got a fair bit of concrete. Yeah, so we're out of polymers. That's the big thing. So the next flight that comes in will be dropping off more polymers for us. Don't know if this thing will be fully loaded yet. No, probably not. Yeah, as soon as we get this thing built, we will be able to start accepting some people, because we are producing oxygen, storing oxygen, we are producing fuel, we've got water, a full tank of water over here, so we are producing full loads of fuel. It's all shifts working. Because this is all kind of automated. Perfect. How's our research looking? Our Explorer AI Robotics, it's about 3 sols of research, so another sol would get that done. Then we need, is low G drives better for us than soil adaptation? I'm wondering about it. No, I think, you know what, we're moving at such pace that an extra few sols will actually get us to get some people. So actually drop the low G drive. We'll take these out. We'll put the low G drive back in over there, and then we'll do this and that. Okay. Perfect. How much do you still have to go? Daily production is about 20. That's sufficient for now, I think. Lots of waste being generated over here. It's almost full, to be honest. So what I'll do is I'll...
Sector scanned.
More no resources. That's great stuff. So let's get another dumping site. I would think something like this could be okay, so that we keep filling this one up. So no anomalies, no nothing. It's a little bit crazy, really. What is required to build a sensor tower? Let's have a quick look. Sensor tower requires one piece of electronics, which is of course going to be a bit of an issue for us if we just take the RC rover out to somewhere to build another. What is this stuff? No idea what we're looking at over here. Don't know. Maybe the deep scan will reveal something in the future. Yeah, so we've got a big power shortage happening. But because we've got the accumulator, it kind of takes a long time to clear that out. So these wind turbines is probably sufficient to see us through the night. We've got a 0 water surplus because this guy has stopped producing. It says it doesn't need to produce anymore. We are hearing some stuff over here. In this area that we've scanned, there's some polymers lying around over there. Okay, so our next rocket is about to get here. Okay, so what we'll do is as soon as it gets here, we will let it arrive, and that means should be able to finish this thing off. Actually, it's still waiting on a bit of concrete. That's interesting. Yep,
Pipe leak reported.
pipe leak. Okay, our next rocket is here. So what I'm thinking is let's drop it right here. Okay, it's in the hub area of control. So now we'll start unloading this stuff. Is that outside? No, they should actually be collecting those metals. Okay, now we've got a transport. There you go. Start unloading this straight away. Okay, the RC transport can pick up what for us over here? So come over here. Ooh. Come over here. Pick up control click 1. Control click loads 5. Loads all and exits. So let's say control click. So let's load 5 electronics over here,
Sector
please.
scanned.
What are you saying? Control and click. Come on. Oh, we've scanned a sector and we found something. Okay, so there's some rares over there. How on earth am I gonna pick up?
Research
Control
complete.
and click. Okay, that's one. We've got the one. So get me the RC rover. Okay, so the two of you. Oh, we can't actually get both of you to go. So load up. Get your guys to load up and make your way over here, please. You. How many are you still waiting for? And you make your way over here too. And then the two of you will go over there and drop another sensor. Explorer AI, that is pretty damn good. So now we're actually working on this. What is the next one over here? Drone hub. So new building. That allows us to build drone hubs. That is going to be vital if we want to expand. Not going to queue it up just yet. I think we need to get this done. Slowly we need to get a few things done before we do that. Oh, this is being built. Our first dome.
Milestone achieved.
Excellent. So our first dome has been constructed. Ooh, scanned an anomaly. Launched the rocket from Mars. We still have to do. We'll do that. Found water. Constructed a dome. First humans on Mars. And so on and so on. Perfect. Now we can start building living quarters in here. How's our... Okay, so now we've got a power shortage even during the day. Because of the dome. So clearly what we'll need to do is we'll need to get in place a few more of these. Okay, so let's at least pop in one more of them. Okay, these guys are over here, so let's see about putting a sensor tower. Oh my goodness, there's no actual metals over here. Is it going to take it? It's going to take it. So that's in place. What we, however, still need is to pick up some metal somewhere, which I didn't quite think about when we were doing that. Go and load some resources over there so we can get the sensor tower built. Two buildings not working. I'm guessing we're out of power. Yes, that is indeed what is going on. What's happening over here? We need some machine parts and we need some concrete. So where's my drones? They're all hanging around. Why do we not have any concrete? Do we have concrete? We've got concrete and we have machine parts. So why on earth are you not building this thing?
Cable fault reported.
Yeah, go and fix that, please. This is almost done, so we can almost send this guy back. Look, for now, let's just switch off the dome. But we seriously need to get some more stuff built. There they go. Okay, you've got your 3 metals. I think that's sufficient. Make your way over here so we can get that one built. The cable malfunctions should be fixed soon. Perfect, you're done, right? Okay, so I believe you can launch and head back.
Milestone achieved.
There we go. We've scanned the sector. I got some more concrete over there. Slowly making our way through these things. Underground metals. So we need to get some metals out of this. There's a fair bit of metals, but we're going to need to get our metals out of there soon. Yeah, power is an issue. Is this thing unloaded? And now it is being refueled. That's pretty good. We've got some prefab buildings here, by the way. So let's have a quick look. Our prefab buildings that we're talking about is a polymer factory, which would be good. And we also have the electronics factory. Oh, no, the machine parts factory. So a machine parts factory, I believe we'll plop it in there. So that, because it's prefab, we can just build that straight away. We don't need anything. The other piece of the action is, of course, to start building, we need to build a farm, but we also need to build some living quarters. So yeah, I think standard living quarters is going to be fine for us over here. And once we can, we'll build a farm. Okay, please fix the pipe over there, or the power line. So yeah, slowly refueling this, which is no problem whatsoever. And I'm thinking we're probably going to need a little bit more power.
Sector scanned.
Jeez, we scanned them quite quickly, but oh, and this thing should be built now, right? Okay, so make your way back over here, please. And you make your way back over here too. Still didn't find any further anomalies, which is something we need to get to still. And we're scanning these sectors one by one over here. Okay, so scan those, we'll see what we find. You park your way over there. Where's our this guy? Oh, it's also parked over here. There's nothing much for him to do. He's generating us a fair bit of science because of the research that we've done. Okay, so now this is up and running. How's our research looking? I'm quite keen on us getting this soil adaptation going. That's pretty good. That is pretty much almost there. We don't have to deconstruct anything, decommission anything just yet, but it's something that we'll work on. So our research per sol is increasing. The next thing I want the farm in there at some point. Oh, so we can switch it on over here, I think. That'd be good. We should start looking into building an extractor, to be honest. Once we get some people. One building is not working. Why is that? Because it doesn't have people.
Research complete.
Soil adaptation. Okay, perfect. So now we've got our rocket almost back on Earth, so it can start bringing people. But what I want us to do is look into water reclamation system. Nice. Over here, a farm. Okay, so we can actually start looking into that. Oh, a farm fills up this thing quite well. Well, let's plop it right down in there so they can start building that farm for us. And now we've got everything set up, so we may as well.
Sector scanned.
Ooh. Oh, that's just surface metals then. Okay. Give me a little bit more power. Okay, we'll plop in another piece of power over there. We'll get the cable to just run up there a little bit more. The farm should be built soon. And now what we can do is we will bring over some people. Okay, rockets. A passenger rocket. Let's make sure that we get... Look at our age groups. I don't want even middle age. Let's start off with youths and adults only. Back. Now, who's next? Specializations. We obviously need some farmers and some... Okay, so what do we need? No specialization is okay. Scientists, I don't think so. Engineers. Applicants with more of the desired trait will board the rocket. An engineer trained to work in factories, interest is dining, less social. So engineers is handy for us. Botanists, botany specialists trying to work on farms. So, and then geologists is trying to work at extractors. So we don't want anybody else really. We want some geologists, some botanists, and some engineers. So we're getting engineers, geologists, and botanists. Let's not take on... Well, maybe no specialization is okay too. So let's do that. Then what we'll do is, in terms of floors, let's just make sure we have as little floors as possible. Let's get the loners out. The whiners, the can be caused by cyanic, that's fine. Glutton, let's reduce that a little bit, see if we can get away with that. Let's drop the alcoholics. And let's drop the lazy. Chronic conditions, gamblers, yeah, it's not a big problem. We're not gonna... Hypochondriacs. Randomly visit medical buildings. Interest is medical. Applicants more desired, applicant undesired traits will be rejected. That's fine. Melancholic does what? Can be caused by increased performance penalty when at low morale. I think that's okay. Let's feature those guys. Any perks? No, I think that's okay. Let's just go out of here just for a second. I want to switch on the dome. Okay, and we'll switch that one on when we get some people over here. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's get this rocket. Let's get that passenger rocket. I think all of that is still the same. Let's launch it, guys. This is slowly being refueled. Okay, so what's happening with the farm? Oh, it's almost done. Okay, here we go. So from a farm perspective, what can we grow? Okay, so wheat. Low yield but grows fast and requires less water. Growth time is 2 sols. Optimal harvest is 14. Oxygen production a little bit. Okay, cool. Potatoes, 2.4 water, 5 sols to grow. 45 is the optimal harvest. It produces oxygen as well, but it decreases soil quality. Then this one, soybeans, again 5. Okay, so maybe this increases the soil quality. I think actually what is our soil quality is pretty low. So what we should do is just keep going on this sector scanned, and it's only some surface metals, I believe. So we're just going to go with the soybeans until we get this up and running. So how much food is coming along? I'm not too sure of that. I am not too sure of the food. So what I'll do is, in terms of storage, I'm going to put in some food depot storage right over here. Okay, just so that there's some food storage that can go in over there. Is our power looking good? It's discharging at the moment because it's in the evening. So what's our power looking like? Minus 14. So yeah, we really need an extra wind turbine, I believe. How's our scanning going? So more concrete and a little bit less of the others. So what we'll do is we'll scan some of those areas as well. Okay, not a lot going on, but we've got some stuff to at least start us out with. One building has stopped working because of run out of power, right? Oh, there, because there's no people there. Let's switch that off for now. We didn't actually run out of power, which is a good thing, but we could do with yet another wind turbine. Shall we plop another wind turbine in here? Let's add one more. How much do they generate? Okay, so we've got a power surplus of 5 during the day. I think one more would be fine. Just get us a little bit reduced in the evening times. How much do you have left?
Anomaly found.
We've got an anomaly. Okay, get your way, make your way over there. Go and scan that anomaly for us. People should be arriving shortly. We're about halfway refueled on this guy. We've got a prefab polymer factory, so that's the other thing that we could look into, just placing at least. So a polymer factory. Okay, hang on. Let's read up about it a little bit more. Produces polymers from water and fuel. We've got one available. Its maintenance is machine parts, which we're also starting to produce, and it uses people. Base production is 9 polymers, but I believe we should be fine. So let's just rotate this guy onto the piping system over there. So we're going to plop the polymer factory in there, and what we'll do is we'll get some polymer storage right here next to it, basically. So as soon as we get people to arrive, we can start using it. So let's switch that off for now, but we've got the polymer factory here. We've got it ready to arrive. Actually, let's just drop it right in here. Should be out of the way. There we go. Our first people are arriving, so let's be sure to
full of hope and
Aha!
determination. The first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Okay, so our first founders are here. Arrival of additional colonists temporarily suspended until the colony proves able to sustain human life. Founder colonists must survive for 10 souls before additional people can arrive. The colony will be evaluated positively before the period ends in the event the first human is born on Mars. If you feel you're up to the challenge, try constructing a medical building and raising the comfort of the founders as much as possible with service buildings. Close.
Milestone achieved. Research complete. Breakthrough discovered.
Okay, lots of
New
stuff.
colonists have arrived.
Our colonists are suffocating. We only have a few hours to get them more oxygen before they run out.
What's happening? What's happening? View.
The colonists are on the brink of dehydration. Our colonists are suffering from hypothermia.
Okay, so what does that mean? Is this thing off? Okay, hang on. Pause. What is going on? Is the dome fractured? What is going on? This is just... I just want the dome. The dome is... There we go. That is a very scary thing, to be honest. Okay, we'll also switch on this one. And we'll also switch on this one. Okay. Whew, that was interesting. A research lab will speed up discovery of technologies, will advance, improve the colony. Okay, guys, I'm going to put a cut in here. We've managed to figure out why our people was almost going to die. But we will continue in the next episode and see how we go with our colonists. So if you've liked it, leave a like. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.